in the storage area. When winter comes, the weather gets colder. Even though combat conditions are becoming more and more harsh, but Russia doesn't have to competing sides, but the opposite is getting stronger, plus continuous rainy weather. It also brings chills on the battlefield. This weather is not suitable for drones. Work attack. It's a torture of frontline soldiers. If shipping support follow-up is also not sound, but if you lose heat, fighting on a cold and rainy battlefield, Oxen soldiers don't have to wait for their ivory pants to attack. They can die of cold. So whenever it gets to this point, Russian military personnel, even if the will to fight is not high, they don't want to give up the chance to attack. And this position in front of you, that's what the Russian army just captured. I see the weather turning cold. Infantry direct attack. The role on the battlefield is not as big as before. It's more than racing drones now. And transportation support work. There's also, of course, the consumption of drones. It can be seen everywhere in the sky. It's a drone. Driving when locked is difficult to run. And not far away, there's occasional shelling. Maybe some tank hit the target. Even though we are in the mainstream media, frequently seen Ukraine Army's drone drones in danger everywhere. But in fact, Russian drones are also in DTO, especially the soldiers who are assembling the flanks. Integration of inspection and attack. The Russian army depends on it. Send back the first operational information to the command. The Russian soldier in front, holding a gun, anti-drone signals. Beware of danger in the sky. And in the private room next to the car, the missile also began to slowly raise the gun. Wait after dark. A little fire in the position of the trousers moaning. Long before the Russian army winter has deployed a large amount of armored troops, concentrate in the level area before the river freezes in winter. Arrange technical units to place a floating ball, armored again. Although this is Russian territory, he was attacked many times, destroying the Russian army's pontoons. Because the military, Ukrainians avoid carrying Russian armor. Laying anti-tank mines along the river is not impossible. So before we build the pontoons, we'll arrange for engineers to conduct a threat inspection. After measuring the distance, then arrange the use of armored poncho bridge transport truck, corresponding in, put into water to assemble. Convenient for passing through the rapidity of the armored force. Tanks though in winter. Harsh combat environment. Serious impact on the activities of soldiers on both sides. But both sides know this winter is the most important time. When the cold comes, the battlefield will be covered in snow. Normal is not good for the ground. That armored tanks are advancing. It will soon turn into frozen land. We'll stand on armored vehicles on foot on which to fight. In addition to that is the Udon battlefield. The Northern Army has also been speeding up recently. The main coal mines in Ukraine, the attack of the steel industry city. So, once in winter the Ukraine Army groaned out of combat. Non-native speakers may have transportation problems. For the Russian military, it's a good fighter. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, recently Russian troops increased the concentration of forces in the level area. Will definitely achieve breakthrough results in the winter. What will the next war look like? We can't predict. We can only wait and see.